Sorry, I had to go on a little break. I was hearing something happening at the other side of the room, so I now went to check. That was why I had to go on a little break. So, as we are talking, if you're just joining us now, we are talking about how how the future of education might change, how education will be like in 25 years to come. That's in 2050. How different is it going to look from now? What changes are there going to be in 25 years to come? So we are on the third one, which is global classroom. So as I was saying, you don't have to make all those necessary documents, all those necessary travel to be going there. You now have to be in your own comfort zone and be attending classes virtually. Just like, for example, now imagine yourself working on a group project with someone in Brazil, with someone in Japan, with someone in China, with someone in another country, Kenya, Ghana, some of the Asian countries, Ukraine, London, American, all from the comfort, all from your living room. You're just in your living room doing the same project with them all. A very big project. In 25 years to come, nobody is going to care again whether you can recite all the list of kings, queens, or even memorize equations. Because unfortunately, seriously, Google is already doing that for us now. ChatGPT is already doing that for us now. Yes, it's true. Wow. School is going to focus on creativity, problem solving, teamwork, and emotional intelligence. The things that robots can't do as well as humans. Nobody, because especially now, people, like I always say, some student now tends to base on memorizing just to pass the exam. Because of what? No one wants to fail, and nobody wants to stay behind. Why his or her classmates or classmates are moving up higher? So they tend to memorize and just pass exam. And after that, and memorization, like I always say, memorization will leave you once you are done with that thing that you memorized it for. Once you finish doing that thing that you memorize it for, it will just disappear. Boom. But 25 years ago, education is trying to let us know that school, in 25 years to come, education will tend to focus more on skills. Things, handwork, they will specify, they will stay on it without making it compromisation, as in do it now and do theory tomorrow, do it today and do theory tomorrow. Teach emotional intelligence. Teach how you can be able to solve your problems on your own. Those things that robots can't be able to do very well, which right now you can see in some factories, in some companies, robot works for them and tends to take some work from humans. So skill over memorization is giving us the fact that school will, by that time, in 25 years come, that school is going to focus more on creativities, focus more on skills, focus more on those things that robots are doing now, that is taking out work from human, that human will now be able to do more than robots. And at the end of the day, we humans will tend to have more jobs, have more creative jobs that we will be doing, can be able to do more and more, can be able to provide manufacture things unexpected, on beyond our experience right now. We will be able to have more ideas in that future years to come, that we'll be able to provide, manufacture, create a lot of good things that will help in society. This is what the future of education is trying to let us know by 2050, what it will all look like. Then lastly is flexible school model. For flexibility of school, we might not even have schools as we know them today, like going to school in the morning, coming back in the afternoon, or in the afternoon, tomorrow you go again and come back in the afternoon. You have to go like for a far distance, 3 miles from your house, 6 kilometers from your house, 7 kilometers from your house, from Monday to Friday. You'll be going to school in the morning and coming back in the afternoon. This flexibility of school is trying to let us know that by 2025 that we might not even have schools by then, that some kids might decide to go and learn online. They will start attending online school. Others might decide to go and learn hubs, like for hands-on projects, anything. And some might even decide to do mix of the mix, learning online and also doing hub. So this is what is trying to let us know by 2050 that all these things is going to be different. You understand? By then, education could become as flexible as Netflix, Prime Video, Showmax. You tend to choose the format that works for you without having strict opinion on one particular one, that this is the one that you got to do, that this is the one that you must to do. You tend to choose the one that suits you and the one that you can be able to do for yourself. So these are all these things, all we are looking forward for 2050, what education might turn into, what education might look like. And like I said earlier when we started the show, that I'm praying for each and every one of you, or my family and myself, that we will live long, we will live and be alive till then to see all these things come true, to see if it's gonna come true, and see how education evolves by then. Because whether you are still going to school or not, as your future children are going to school, as your nephews are going to school, as your nieces are going to school, as people around you are going to school, you tend to be knowing if the education is really changing from you before. So it's not like you're going to it's not like it's going to be like, since you have graduated now, how will you know if school changed by then? How will you know all these things? No, your future kids, as they are going to school by then, probably some of us might be grandfathers by then. You tend to you will be relating with your grandkids, and you'll be knowing if schools are really changing, and you'll be telling them stories on how when you attended your own school in 2003 or in 2016 or in 2019 or in 2020, how school was. But look at now, look at how they are all doing. Like just like now, some people are now attending online classes, which it wasn't in 15 years ago or 16 or 17 years ago. But what it's trying to let us know is that some of all these things, that school is still the same way it is now from 50 years ago, 100 years ago, because they are still the same thing. It's still the same classroom, it's still the same desk, it's still textbook, and it's still examination. It's still the same thing. So all these things are now that we have listed, all these subtopics that I have listed here, is trying to give us some changes. It's trying to give us changes that school will be like, without it all being through that classroom, desk, textbook, and exam again. So as I have roasted all these subtopics to you now, the next thing that we have to enter in now is the big question. What is it a good thing for all these things to be able to, for all these things to happen, or should it remain this way? That is what we're going to discuss when we come back. Welcome back to our show. If you're just joining us now, we have diluted and roast a lot of topic based on a topic that what does the future of education looks like in 25 years to come. That's in 2050.